And now we pivot towards Ekiti State, even as the gubernatorial election will be coming up July 2026. There have been questions as to maybe it's going to be a one-horse race, a two-horse race, or three-horse race. We don't really know. But then we have Praise Ayodele, who is the People's Redemption Party, of course, a member who will be discussing the political atmosphere in Ekiti State, and he would be shedding more light to what it is like for residents or people in Ekiti to be part of this governorship election. Praise Ayodele, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much, Lekon, for having me.
You're welcome. So let's start this way. It's been argued that the People's Redemption Party actually lack a formidable force or strength across the country. But of course, we usually say that charity begins at home. What political relevance does the PRP have in Ekiti State that probably might give it a chance in this coming governorship election?
Number one, PRP is the oldest existing party in Nigeria. Everybody knows that PRP was established in 1978, and it stood the test of time over the years. Number two is the fact that when you talk about parties, there are two things involved, you know, the party itself and then the candidate, the people playing the machineries working in the party. PRP has been part of elections in Ekiti. I think the last election, PRP came, I think, 6th or 7th in the election. So, and by the grace of God, the party has had very strong forward movement since that time. When I came on board, presented myself, everybody knew that because of my antecedents. So, you know, there's one of integrity and there's one of the strength of the party. It's a party that has structure in all the local governments. We have 16 local governments in Ekiti State, and we have about 22 LCDAs or thereabout. You know, more so, the issue on ground is not a contest of wealth, machinery, or entrenched interest. I stand against a powerful few who have treated Ekiti as something to be managed for themselves. They know what PRP stands for. PRP is a party of true progressives. And I believe that we stand a very, very great chance of winning the election. In fact, I can say publicly that by the grace of God, I'll be declared the next governor of the state. Thank you.
Now, the atmosphere in Ekiti State is quite calm and serene. But then the feelings we're getting from outside actually begs us to ask the question, are the people of Ekiti State keen on a party and regime change? Because what people are seeing is that we're looking at a state that probably might witness a little or no contest against Governor Biodun Oyebanji.
Yeah. You see, the truth is, I'm a real challenger. PRP is a real challenger for that seat. I carry the voice, the frustration, and the hope of Ekiti's sons and daughters. People have decided that enough is enough. Through this movement, it's a movement. Ordinary people are reclaiming their state and their future. You see, things may have happened in the past and it went one way or the other, but now people are awake to their response. We have been doing a lot of sensitization to make people know that their votes count. You know, sometimes you find a lot of apathy, you know, in elections. So sometimes it's not the most popular candidate that you find winning the election. But I can assure you, with the volume of work that we have put in place, it's going to be a very great contest. So what people are saying outside, I want to encourage those people to come around to Ekiti and see for themselves what we have been doing and what we have on ground.
Oh, okay, yeah. So the Nigerian Senate is going through the process of amending the Electoral Act. Do you believe in that process to deliver a free and credible election, of course, in Ekiti State and come 2027?
You see, one thing we can say is that every electoral act that is signed into law presents a better result than the previous one. Some years back, there was nothing like beavers, there was nothing like e-voting and all of that, you know. So we have improvement. I believe that the new electoral act, if signed into law, is going to improve it. That doesn't mean it's going to eradicate it all, but we keep looking at it. Our democracy is maturing, and I believe that by the time that is brought into practice, I believe that it's going to change a lot of things and improve it so that the people can believe. You know, many times, like I said earlier, the reason why we find people are holding back is because they believe that these votes do not count. But now we believe that with the efforts we are putting in and with the Electoral Act, votes are going to count more. Let me not speak on behalf of INEC now. You know, I believe we're going to have improvement if that Electoral Act is signed into law, especially the fact that litigations and all of that will be taken care of, and the process of moving the votes, you know, from the polling units, there's going to be an improvement in that and on beavers.
Now we see that opposition parties in Ekiti State are going through tumultuous times, internal crisis, some not being formidable, some still going through court issues. Most especially as regards Ekiti State, do you think that could be a plus for the PRP? There are questions around the unseen hand that seems to be a clog in the smooth wheels of these oppositions, and what opportunity that might give to PRP in the coming election.
We're watching keenly at outcomes of different litigations from other parties. But one thing we are confident about is we keep focus. We are running an issue-based campaign. And I can tell you for free today, by the grace of God, our party, we have no single case in court, as it were. Like I said, PRP is a party of disciplined people. Of course, the more popular you become, you have infiltrations of people here and there. And like you said, hands that you begin to doubt where those influences are coming from. But we thank God that today we do not have that. And while people are fighting, we are there working, you know, and I believe by the grace of God, things are going to see. We want to prove something where winning election is not by might or money, but by the will of the Ekiti people. There are situations that people are tired of in Ekiti State. And we have come with programs, with ideas, with campaign points that we know. And these are things that we're not just one of those politicians who will come and say things that they will not do. We are real people. And we have come with cardinal points that we believe that when we implement this, the state will become better. You know, for instance, let me take agriculture. We've been speaking to our people about the kind of development we're going to bring, the approach we're going to bring to agriculture in the state. We can't afford, or the system we've had in Ekiti State has been that people just focus on agri-produce. And that cannot develop a state. Until we begin to have different things. People are hearing from us, and the people are having change of mind.
Yes,
they've seen us as real challengers, and we're going to win the elections.
Mr. Ayodele, we're actually pressed for time. Just one more question. How would you rate the administration of Governor Abiodun Oyebanji?
I would not want to speak to that because, like I said, we are running an issue-based. I don't want to speak about. I would rather like to speak about what we can do. What I know is that he's doing his best. That's his best.
The question would be praise. The question would be if you are consolidating or you are changing the narratives. Just about 30 seconds.
No, we're going to change the narratives, no doubt. Our approach is going to be different. We're going to change Ekiti State from a civil service state to an industrial hub. We're going to provide 24-hour electricity for Ekiti State because these are things that will definitely develop Ekiti. Ekiti has the best brains. This is known all over the world. We have the best brains in Nigeria, and we must convert our knowledge to practical, something that can bring development and massive turnover, you know, to the state. We can't continue to depend on federal allowance when we have the best agrarian society in Nigeria. So well, it's going to be a shift from the norm.
Yeah, thank you very much. Like they usually say, let the best man win. Thank you so much, Praise Ayodele.
And I'm the best man.
Thank you so much
I'm the best man for the job.
Of course, gubernatorial candidates in the upcoming Ekiti State election. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts.